first started teaching, it was, I call it the golden age of teaching.
I had such high expectations.
So I was one of those teachers I wanted to save the world.
If you skip forward to this last year that I spent in the classroom, we virtually have no money to spend whatsoever.
I mean, it's impossible to teach art on a $0 budget.
As a teacher, you're pressured all the time to have your kids ready for college or ready for their future career.
It's really difficult for them to be successful with all the barriers that are being put into place.
We've been years without proper funding in our state, and it shows.
Bathrooms with no doors,
Leaky roofs, chairs that are falling apart, old textbooks.
It's gotten worse in that you're not just cutting the extra stuff, you're starting to cut the critical things that you need to actually function as a school.
We're expected to do more and more for less.
Larger class sizes.
Class sizes, classroom sizes,
class sizes, class sizes.
Class sizes.
I don't know of any other position that you're expected to take on almost 4 times the workload with no additional compensation, and it makes it quite difficult.
Almost everyone I know has a second job or a second way to bring in income.
I had a job working at a Sears that worked on the weekends. It was 2 12-hour days, so that's 24 hours in the tool department. But then after school, I would do janitor work on 5 days a week, and I'd do that. And in the meantime, my wife, who was also a teacher, was working at Bath and Body Works in the mall. So together we had 5 jobs.
I worked at the Loft,
A bike shop,
Postmates,
Bartender,
grocery stores.
You get tired of not having a life at all.
It's pretty sad.
You kind of just feel like really undervalued and underappreciated.
Combination of years of frustration on the part of teachers in terms of the legislature not funding our schools, not respecting our teachers enough to, we haven't had a raise in 10 years.
We get paid monthly, and it has gone up less than $300 total in 16 years.
That's pretty unheard of in any profession.
We set our demands. We wanted a $10,000 teacher raise over 3 years. We wanted a $5,000 raise for support staff over 3 years, and we wanted funding restored to our classrooms on a permanent basis, not year to year. The legislature basically laughed in our faces.
Probably the thing that bothered me most about what the legislators had said, the one representative we talked to, when we asked him point blank if he supported public education, refused to answer that question, when the #1 employer in his area was public education. That was the most offensive one.